Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is Taylor. Today is Sunday, March 26th, and as always, I am bringing you the weekly watch list video. Now, I'm going to make today's video a little bit short and sweet. I got myself a hot date tonight, but the focus this week, guys, is pretty simple. Going to shift a little bit of the focus to day trading. And day trading does not mean we have to trade every day. Doesn't mean we got to take 10, 15, 20 trades per day. What it really means is where I'm going to look for my plate of opportunity is over here on the lower time frames. Reason being, for now, it just continues to be a tougher market to swing trade. 90% of the market looks like a short, and then you've got, 5 or 6 tech stocks basically keeping the entire thing afloat. So for now, we're still short. We got the 40-25 call credit spreads here on the SPX. But in the meantime, while the S&Ps try to fight their way out of a paper bag, here's the focus. So this is my watch list for the week ahead, and it is a pretty small one. We got QQQ, Apple, Microsoft, SMH, SPX, Nvidia, AMD, Tesla, Google, Amazon, Meta, and Netflix. You might have heard of a couple of them, and just so happens they are the only stocks keeping the ship afloat right now. So for those of you with the big 3 indicator, and I gotta check and make sure they added the watch list columns to the website. In the event they didn't, I'll make sure they add that to the indicator page tomorrow morning. But for those of you with the indicator, right, there's a watch list. And I think you want to make the squeeze radar here your focus for the next few days. So for those of you not in the know, what we got here is the big 3 squeeze radar. And we got columns for the daily chart, the 4-hour, the 2-hour, the 1-hour, all the way down to the 1 minute. Now, if you get a green big 3, that means that stock has a bullish squeeze on that given time frame. And what I mean by a bullish squeeze is that we got a squeeze and we're printing the big 3 buy signal. So back to the radar here, and on the 30-minute chart, you got QQQ, Apple, and Microsoft printing that combo on the 30-minute chart. On the 15, you got Google and Meta. On the 5-minute, you got AMD, Google, and Apple. And you got a couple over here on the 1-minute chart. Now, here's the key, guys. We'll pick Apple here. Right? Now, what I've come to learn is, and when it comes to day trading, right, you're not trying to reinvent the wheel. I'm going to take my same trade, right, my same exact go-to setup. I'm going to use the same indicators, and I'm going to apply the same thought process and the same execution. Right, whether it's a weekly chart, whether it's a 2-minute chart, it should typically be the same song and dance. So what I've come to learn is, for Apple here, the 30-minute squeeze and the 30-minute buy signal, as good as that is, all that really does is set the stage. It just sets the stage for that potential move. The squeeze gives you compression. Right, we're gearing up for a push. And your 30-minute buy signal tells you the structure, the trend, the momentum. For now, it's all bullish. So probabilities-wise, there's a pretty good probability that combo ends up pushing that 30-minute squeeze to the upside. Now, usually you end up seeing that 30-minute squeeze fire long. But what I've come to learn is really, really important when it comes to trading the squeeze. You want your confirmation, you want your triggers from your lower time frames. Meaning, if I'm going to trade, if I'm going to get long a weekly squeeze, the weekly squeeze and the weekly buy signal, that just sets the stage, right? That just tells me I might be looking in the right direction. The confirmation, well, that'll come from the lower time frames, right? A daily chart, a 4-hour chart, etc. So when you're day trading, or when you're focusing on lower time frames, the same rules apply. So you got a 30-minute squeeze here on Apple. Again, all that does is set the stage. The confirmation is going to come from all your time frames inside the 30-minute chart. Right? Your 15-minute, your 5-minute, your 3-minute, your 1-minute. And of course, what you're looking for is that multi-time frame alignment. Right? You want the indicators on all these time frames to be on the same page. From a 30-minute chart down to the 15, down to the 5-minute, the 3-minute, the 1-minute, Apple's pretty much a perfect example right now of that multi-time frame alignment. Where across all these time frames, the indicator is telling you the same thing. It's telling you structure, momentum, all pointing towards a path of least resistance being to the upside. So that's really important. If you look at, say, QQQ, right, that's the first thing I'm going to look at. This time frame just sets the stage. These lower time frames, that's my trigger. 15-minute is bullish, the 5-minute is bullish, the 1-minute is bullish. That's a pretty good example here of multi-time frame alignment inside your 30-minute squeeze, where all your time frames under the 30-minute chart, they are pretty much on the same page. Now imagine instead, we got our 30-minute squeeze, it's printing the 30-minute buy signal, but the 5-minute is bearish, and the 3-minute and the 1-minute are bearish. All right, we're not looking for that tug of war. Everything should be on the same page. If the 30-minute is bullish, but all your lower time frames are bearish, well then you're not playing the same probabilities game. Then there's a chance your lower time frame sell signals could drag the price lower, and who knows, eventually your 30-minute squeeze might actually fire short. So that is the focus for the week ahead, guys. You don't got to reinvent the wheel if you're going to day trade. You don't got to try all kinds of new strategies, new setups, new indicators. Take whatever works for you on a larger time frame and drill down to a lower time frame. Right? It could be a 1 hour, it could be the 15-minute, the 30-minute. Take your time frame of choice, but then apply that rule set. That one time frame just sets the stage, gives you a gist of what to look for. Your confirmation comes from everything under that time frame. And I think the next week or so here, if they continue to pump tech, there's probably going to be a handful of great 30-minute, 15-minute, 5-minute squeezes to take advantage of, while we let the S&Ps go through their identity crisis and keep on trying to fight their way out of that paper bag. So a shorter video today, guys, but that is the focus. And again, I think there's a lot to be said for focusing on just these handful of names. All right, I don't care too much what Energy is doing. I don't care too much what Bank of America is doing. Right now, you've got the top 5 holdings in the S&P 500, keeping the entire ship afloat. All right, 5 names out of 500 responsible for everything holding intact right now. Now, in the event the Googles, the Amazons, the Microsofts, the Apples, yeah, sure, if they fall apart this week, then you probably got a pretty good flush coming throughout the market. Your Dow is bearish, the IWM is bearish, energy, healthcare, industrials, financials, they're all kind of begging to roll over. The only reason they're not rolling over right now is your most heavily weighted names keep going up 2 or 3% every day. So sure enough, if they throw in the towel this week, then we probably get a flush in the market. And from my perspective, I can't complain too much about that, being that we got that 40-25 call credit spread. All right, we head back down towards 3,800. We're probably going to ring the almighty register for maybe not quite max profit. We got a little bit of time left, but nonetheless we'll be in a good position to take most of the max profit. So if that happens, you won't hear me complaining, but in the event they keep on pumping Google, they keep on pumping AMD, that is where I think the plate of opportunity should be. 5-minute, 15-minute, 30-minute hourly time frames, and look for that combo. Look for a squeeze with a buy signal, but then make sure you got alignment on all your lower time frames. So the best example heading into tomorrow, and of course things could change between now and the open, but the best example of what things should look like, if you're going to focus on trading a lower time frame squeeze, would be the Big Apple here. 30-minute squeeze with a 30-minute buy signal sets the stage for a push higher. Your 15-minute buy signal, the 5-minute, 3-minute, 1-minute buy signal, that's your confirmation. Now, of course, doesn't mean the move's going to work, right? Things could fall apart, but if you can find something that looks just like this, where the 30-minute checks out, your bigger time frames are bullish, and then all your little guys here are reporting for duty, you're playing a pretty high probabilities game. So that is the video for today, guys. As always, I hope you found it helpful. As a reminder, I'll be live here tomorrow morning on the channel for a little pre-market prep at 8:45 a.m. Eastern. And as we get through the week ahead here, I'll be sure to post a few more updates and keep you guys posted as it relates to all these pretty colors on the lower time frames. But for now, guys, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. Adios.